Well, we are here. We are live. How you think it? How you feeling?
I'm okay. I talked to my doctor today before I talk to you guys right now, so I'm about to get some meds out. What's squad up? What's up, Chris? Ow!
Don't do that. Don't do that. He sound like a simp puppy. Respect to you, new Real Rock TV. Share this live out. We're gonna start off like this. We're gonna start off like this.
You
We're gonna start off
cold.
like that. Hey, I tell the truth, right?
Oh
We're gonna
look,
start.
even if I was that was my help distress call.
We may have to go get your son to help you out with that wolf call. So.
Okay. You got jokes. You got jokes. How you been doing today, bro?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
That's good. I'm proud of you, Renrock. Were you in his chat when he went live doing the afternoon delight?
Oh, I kind of missed that one. I kind of missed that doing housework and take care of mom. You know what I'm saying? So,
What's his name came up in there and
who?
started messing with him. Put his name in the chat. I can't remember Renrock, but he just blocks him. He like I ain't got time to play. I love the energy. I ain't got time to play.
Yep, yep. So, we ain't gonna get on that right now because we elevating up, we rising up, and we building. We going
Yes,
to another
yes,
level.
yes.
So, what we're gonna talk about is two things. We're gonna continue
Okay.
survival thing. And the first one I want to talk about is happened in 1998.
Hi, Bronze. Okay.
What's respect, bros? And this 15-year-old, 16-year-old had a baby in Florida, right?
Okay.
The baby wasn't even. I think the baby was 5 years old, 5 hours old. This
Okay.
woman
5 hours.
drove from South Carolina, went to the hospital. She had on her scrubs. She was a nurse, but not that kind of nurse. And the 50-year-old trusted her because she looked like a nurse. Thought she worked there.
Okay.
And put that 5 hour old baby in her purse and walked out the hospital.
You kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. And and they try to blame the 15-year-old and the mother father. What y'all do with the baby? Who y'all said to? You know how that go. Instead of
Let me
going
say
out
hi
looking
to
for them.
somebody real quick. Hi, the bottom of the bottle. How you guys doing? Thank you for coming over. At it again, media.
Yep. Respect to both of y'all. And when that happened, they're not searching for the baby, right? They accusing
Wait a
them
minute.
of
Wait a minute.
doing some.
So she thought the lady was a nurse, right?
Yeah,
She gave her 5 hour old to this woman,
yeah.
and the girl made the complaint, and they stopped searching for the baby. Is what you're saying?
The lady walked out the door, walked out the hospital with the
Okay.
five hour old baby in her purse.
How do you get a 5 hour old baby in a purse?
You know these big purses that you supposed to be carrying around
Oh,
here?
okay. Okay.
And they kept accusing the mother and the father of doing something with the baby, which they didn't. Then the mother never did stop searching for the baby.
Okay.
Then that lady, I forgot what her name was, had raised that child under another name in another state as her own.
What? But didn't they look at the surveillance on the camera to see that that lady walked out?
Yeah, they probably looked at the baby to see her walked out, but they didn't see no baby in her hand.
Okay. Oh yeah, because she put it in her purse.
Yeah. And then 18 years. The girl want to go to go get a job. So you know what you need to get a job. Social security number, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And she got a job. Then all of a sudden it started to come out. I guess the guilt started riding on her. And come and find out, they kind of found out that she wasn't that woman's child. And she was a child of the couple in Florida, right? All that fake
Wow.
paperwork, all this other stuff. And they brought her back down to Florida. They charged her with kidnapping and something else. And this what I get right here. And the girl that was raised by that woman that kidnapped her when she was 5 hours old
Mm-hmm.
only knew her as her mother. And she told the woman, "I love you." You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
and I can understand her her feelings. You know what I'm saying? I can understand where she's coming from when that's the only mother you knew. See what I'm
Right.
saying? And you and your biological mother gonna have that clash. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have that
Okay.
clash. You're a little older, and that's but what's that? That's Stockholm syndrome. You see what I'm saying? That syndrome there that a person get, a woman get, or a man gets with her captive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they went to court. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. You can see it. Went to court. The mother had a powerful speech. Told her daughter, "I'm your mother, not her."
Right.
And the lady got up there and said, "Oh, she had PTSD, some kind of mental problem." No, she ain't had no mental problem. Tell you why she didn't have no mental problem. Because she knew if a mental, and I know, if you got a mental problem, mental health problem, somebody that crazy, they don't know what they're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how calculated that is, right? She want to
Right.
say that she didn't know what she was doing. Uh, she just was driving, but but my thought is she knew what she was doing. But she
Okay.
said she got two families. The girl says the young lady says she got two families. She's 20-something year old now. She said she got two families.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
There's an echo. I don't think I don't have
Pardon
anything
me.
open. So, um, is this the girl that went on Ayala Fix My Life and she tried to help them, but the
Yeah,
girl
yeah,
became really combative with Ayala?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And you see why, don't you? You see why I was saying that 18 years, that woman had 18 years, and she wrote the judge that tried to get the woman sentence reduced.
The girl.
The girl wrote about the woman, wrote the judge about her kidnapper. I ain't gonna call her mother. I'm gonna call her kidnapper because that's what she
Okay.
is, right? That's what she
Right.
is, right?
True.
They tried to get her sentence reduced. The judge gave her 18 years for how many years she kept her. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna tell you, and this story was on for my man. This story was
Oh,
on for my
okay.
man. You know why she did it, right? Try to keep a
Because she
man.
wanted to keep the man. Right.
Mm-hmm. And she had told everybody, "Oh, I'm pregnant." She had a miscarriage. I can understand you have a miscarriage. You might go out of your mind, but you were calculating. You
Right.
were calculating. Then all of a sudden, you come back. Your family see you got a baby, but hold on. Some should have clicked in their family head. Wait a minute. She got a baby, and you didn't tell me you didn't tell us you were having a baby.
Some people do that.
Mm-hmm. But she had a reason to not tell them, right?
Yeah, because she stole one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she stole it. But only it ain't that she tried to keep a man.
Right. It was all over a man.
all over man. So,
So let me ask
like,
you a
go
question.
ahead.
What happened to the man?
Oh, he ain't with her.
No, no. So she brought home the baby. He was happy. What happened? Where did he go? Why did he leave?
Hell, you see how she act?
Uh-huh.
You see. Come on now. She just, I, she was a narcissist. Might well say, cause she wanted what she wanted when she wanted, right?
Right, right, right.
Respect realists, respect the business. Simply the pack in the attic.
Hold on, hold on a second. Bevan be lying. Can you put in the chat whether you received your shirt or not? I mean your tray. I'm sorry, not your shirt, your tray. My
It's a
bad.
trick.
Man, I
Okay.
be forgetting. I be sending stuff
Yeah.
and forget what I sent.
Yeah. But like I said, I can understand where that young lady coming from. You see what I'm saying? I can understand where she
Hmm.
coming from. But the thing is, your biological mother and father did not stop searching for you. And I still see why she still feel that love for that woman. You see what I'm saying?
Because that's the only person she knows.
Yeah. But sooner or later, she gonna move. The young lady gonna move out to Jacksonville, near her biological family, which got other siblings, right?
Right, right. It's not me at it again. I don't have anything open.
Oh, okay, probably me, probably me. But it's it's kind of surreal. You know what I'm saying? You kind of want to pull for that young lady. You know what I'm saying? You want to pull for her, but I kind of have a hard time pulling for her, but she still have that love for that woman that kidnapped her, and she don't see, especially if you don't see what that woman did wrong. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Hmm.
I feel bad for the mother. She was 15 when she was when she had a baby stolen from her.
Right.
She was naive. It seemed like sometimes when I see this story, it seems like she blaming her mother for that.
Right. Hey, B Rob.
What's up, B-Raw? See, like she blaming her
Yeah.
mother for that.
But
Don't it
you
seem
know
like that
what?
to you? Go ahead.
Think about it. You don't know really, to be honest. We saw the movie, maybe we heard some of the story, so we really don't know what that woman told that little girl as she was growing up. You get what I'm saying? And I think, if I can recall, they were moving around a lot, so an excuse for a child as to why we're moving around a lot, she could have told that girl anything, and that's embedded in her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
So
you're right. You're right.
yeah.
That why I say that syndrome. I ain't
Hi,
gonna say it's
Andermatt.
Stockholm. I'm not gonna say it's Stockholm. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it's Stockholm.
Right.
But it was. That's a sad case because the reason I say that, there's a lot of missing kids. Some stolen
Yes.
from hospital. Some stolen by their biological parents. Some stolen by their biological mother or father. Some
Hmm.
stolen by strangers.
Yes.
So
CPS.
don't mention that. I don't know who that is. Don't even mention that other name. 'Cause,
Okay.
but I'm like, it is what it is. Cause when that happens, what a young lady to do?
Right. All she can do is like go by her instincts. She may not want to believe it. Maybe that's going to help her, cope with life.
Yeah, and and then the town she grew up in, they say, "Oh, we know about this, right? We call it this right here." But they still they call her by the name that she lived with up there for 18 years. That's not
Right.
helping either. That's not helping either, is it?
No, it's not, but that's the only name she knows, and that's the name that she was given legally when that mother went through the legal process. You know what I'm saying?
No,
When
no,
she stole that little girl.
no. See, that was that basically that really wasn't her legal name. But the mother that stole, that kidnapped her, they gave her. I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was.
You guys watch this person because I don't know what they're talking about. So if that person gets out of line, put them in timeout or something because we're not here for distractions. So like
That
I
why,
guess I hear what you're saying, but
yeah.
it's like when it comes to a name change, whether it be that the child was taken, stolen from the parent, there's still a lot of red tape you got to go through, and and that girl is accustomed to that name, and for some reason she loves that mother and she wants to keep that name. There's nothing that anybody can do about it.
But on problem with that is all the paperwork she had on her on that young lady was fake.
Right.
Birth certificate and everything was fake.
So the mother didn't go to the channels.
The one that kidnapped didn't go through the channels.
Okay, that's what I was asking you. I still call her mother because she's the one that raised her, even though she
Yeah,
stole her.
yeah. She didn't
So
go through the chat.
she made fake documents, in other words.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
so that's why I say the people up there that know her as one name, but her given name is another name on her real birth certificate. They are not making it no better. You see what I'm saying? You see,
Mm-hmm.
so I look at that. The people that up there that know her as one thing, but her real name is something else. Is I look at them condoning what she did.
Okay.
Uh,
So you guys, we have some people in the chat that don't like our content. Can you kindly escort them out if you don't mind?
hold on, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. Don't time them out.
No?
Don't time them out. Don't time them out. Hide they butt.
Oh,
Don't time them out. Don't time them out. Don't time them out. You know we got zero tolerance. We got zero
yeah.
time. No timing out. Cause I'm like this right here. No timing out. Hide them.
Yeah, get rid of them, please, you guys. Mods, come on, we need y'all to get on this.
Hey, get rid of them. Cause we talking about some serious stuff right here. No
Yeah,
timing out.
anybody with a mod stick, get rid of these people. We are talking about
Yeah,
serious stuff right now.
yeah.
We don't need all that. Thank you guys. Yeah, so
Get rid of them.
yeah, that's crazy. That's very crazy. That
Yeah,
somebody could calculate and be that manipulative, and then you go through all the steps, and
yeah.
then you cover it up by getting fake documents. You're not a person that has a mental illness. You are what they call a criminal.
Mm-hmm. It's a criminal, point blank criminal. So I look at this right here, and like I said, them people in that town, people in them towns, in that town that know her by, I forgot
Hold
what
on a
her name
second.
was.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Please let me do this. The Sage Plug. I don't know you
Now
guys,
don't
and
even, don't
I'm
even,
not gonna argue with you guys. Wait a minute. I'm not gonna argue
don't
with
even
you
look,
guys.
listen, don't even address them. That's why I've been knowing them. They try to ruin the show.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with them. I'm not gonna do
Yeah,
it. So
don't even talk to them. Don't even talk to them.
okay.
Don't even talk to them.
So anyway, like we said,
Let them
so
all do
that's
their job. Let them all do
okay.
their job.
That's like the greatest stage of manipulation. You do not have a mental illness. A person that has a true mental illness, depending on what the mental illness is, they're not gonna think that far. And if they did go in there and take a baby, they would be so careless as to let that secret out. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't
Yeah.
go that long and try to keep a baby like that. So she needed, like you said, for my man, um she wanted to, have a baby. It's sad. It's really sad, and I really hope that little girl or that lady, I really hope she gets the real type of therapy that she needs. Allow her to be angry because her anger is because, what am I supposed to do? Who am I really? What do I do from here? So I really can't like blame her for being angry, and her angry is misguided at the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? So if she
Mm-hmm.
doesn't want to be bothered, if she doesn't want to be bothered with the biological mother, unfortunately, you got to let them go.
Yeah.
Maybe one day something to, pop up in her spirit, and she'll want to get to know her mother, and she'll want to know the truth. But right
Mm-hmm.
now, forcing it on her, that's not a
Yeah.
good thing. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Yeah. And I tell you another thing that's not good either, right? Tell you another
Hmm.
thing ain't good either. Them folks keep calling her by her ungiven name.
Right, at it again. Mental illness is at an all-time high.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
So it's like that it's like they is purposely calling her by the name that the kidnapper gave her.
Right, right.
See what
But
I'm
you gotta
saying?
let her go ahead. You gotta let her go. Then in that case, it's like you gotta basically, if she doesn't want to accept the fact that she was kidnapped, let's say she accepts the fact, okay, it happened, but I still love the mother that raised me in spite of her wrongdoing. You gotta leave her alone, let her process it, because everybody trying to come along and forcefully love on her and do all that, that's only adding to her confusion and her anger. You get what I'm saying? Yes, you
Yeah,
got to let it come natural. Yes.
yeah. Yeah, see, and another thing that what still hidden that process is you're going back and forth between two states, South Carolina and Florida, between two families. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
Moderators.
uh,
Moderators. Thank you.
but the thing is, as humans, as parents, as adults, as guardians of kids,
Hmm.
you gotta keep an eye on your kids. Yes, you're supposed to trust police, you're supposed to trust doctors, nurses, folks right there, teachers, right? You're supposed to trust them, right?
Right.
But you don't trust them so far.
Right. That's true. And
Cause
nowadays it seems like everybody is being too relaxed on their job. Now, there was a time where you couldn't dare come up in a hospital without having the appropriate type of badge. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, and it too.
Hold on
And
a
think
second.
about it too.
She said, She said the situation at hand is similar to a parent not speaking ill of a bad parent, but it's up to the child to determine their path. Right. Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I think that what her biological parents do it. She loved her biological mother. She loved her biological father and her siblings that her mother biological mother had. Right.
Mm-hmm.
It gonna take her some time to get grasp the severity of it. And I looked at some of the stuff on YouTube, right? And
Mm-hmm.
some of the comments on there, some of the comments said she would know how her biological mother feel when she have a child. What do you think about that?
Say that again.
Some of the comments said that the girl that was stolen when she was from the hospital from her biological mother, she would
Mm-hmm.
know how her biological mother feel when when she have a baby herself.
That's true. That, well, the only way she would understand is if, let's say, someone play a trick on her and say somebody stole your baby, and then she would experience some of the same emotions, and then bring the baby in and say, you see, this is what your mother went through when that lady
Uh-huh.
decided to make that decision to remove you and to steal you. So sometimes people they have to be in the kind of show me state, like I gotta show you better than I could tell you.
Yeah, you're right. And normally what we're gonna get into is survival, right?
Mhm. You know what?
These
This is
people.
better than that right now. Can we wait on that kit today? Because this
Oh
is
yeah,
really
okay, okay,
good.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay,
yeah, this
okay.
is really good. This is really
Yeah,
good.
and think about it. There are some kids out there that are with somebody else that not their biological parents,
Right,
and there's some people out there searching for them. They don't know they
right,
searching for
right.
them.
Because they probably don't well, sometimes the police can't really say too much because a lot of people we want everything out there. If they tell us everything that they know, then that
Yeah,
person could shift and move, and then you're gonna have to start from scratch again. So sometimes a lot of stuff being quiet with the leads and things of that nature, you know. Excuse me. Speaking of like kidnapping, like here in California, there was a lady snatched off the street and this man kidnapped her for 6 days. And the police really couldn't say anything. They knew who she was. Nobody really knew who took her, but eventually he slipped up and she was able to get away. But they were still building their case. They was close to, figuring out who it was that grabbed her, but she escaped in time. You get what I'm saying? But
yeah,
that girl, she didn't escape because she thought that that was her real actual mom.
yeah.
Some
Hey,
people
hey,
don't have it.
yeah.
Mhm.
You remember that smart story?
Elizabeth Smart?
Remember that one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
The two white couple that made a woman snatch Elizabeth Smart up.
I think
And
so.
yeah, I think it was out there, Utah, California, California somewhere out there.
Man, there's
That
so much
same
stuff
situation.
going on out here.
But there's so much stuff going on in this world that they're not talking about,
Right.
especially when you got to deal with kids. How
And you
many?
know what's
How
the
many?
craziest part is a lot of melanated kids, are missing and they don't give them the same exposure. They don't give them the same attention that they would give other children. And it's really sad because every child deserves the same attention. That's somebody's child, you know?
Yeah,
You can't pick and choose who you want to help and who you don't want to help. A child is a child.
yeah. And the thing is, it's sad that melanated black kids,
And
women,
women.
women,
Mhm.
and some men that go missing don't get exposure for being missing like the counterparts, like the
Right.
white people.
Exactly. Right.
Cause
Right. And it's
what
true.
what
It's
it's,
true.
see, and then here's the storyline with that is. Here's the storyline with this. Why why they missing is because their neighborhood, where they brought up at, people that hang around, all that stuff right there.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's what it is.
Yep. Yep.
So
Like out here in California, there's a little teenage girl. Um, she got caught up into human trafficking, and they found her body thrown on this freeway. And I know that she knows what freeway, the 110 freeway in Los Angeles. They found her
mhm.
body thrown on the freeway. They stopped looking for the people that did it, but the people in the community told
Know
the
who
police
did it?
who did it. They told them who did it. They told them where they went, and they're still not doing anything to fix this girl's family that is still traumatized. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They wanted to
They get no
highlight
justice. They get
the
no justice,
negative.
as you say. They get no
Yeah,
justice.
they wanted to highlight the negative parts of her life. Yeah, she got caught up in it, but you don't know who and how And if she tried to get away, she probably told them, I want to get out of this. I want to go back home. I want to get my life together. This is not what I want. And they said, okay. And they just took her out and just threw her on the freeway like she was garbage. And they know
Yeah.
who did it. They have
Yeah.
witnesses that told the police, and they still haven't done anything. And it's going on 2 years.
Yeah. Respect the mean.
I mean,
For all the mothers in here, zero tolerance. You know, on my channel, zero tolerance, especially on this one. If I was on my backup channel, I wouldn't mind. This channel is zero tolerance. And and this is what I'm gonna do right here. I'm gonna look up, see how many missing kids go missing a year. Go ahead and talk your
man,
talk.
you're going to be shocked to find out, because there are a lot of kids. Not only are they missing off the streets, but you got to calculate the hundreds of thousands of children that are missing in CPS as well. You know, people think that when kids go into CPS that these people are going to do right by these kids, and they're not. They're kidnapping
Mm,
kids and putting those kids into trafficking, and the parents that have children that's in CPS is like, where's my kid? Where's my kid? And these people done sold the kid and, you know, did all kinds of stuff. And CPS is no help because they don't want to get in trouble for being a failure. So now you got to go outside and try to get somebody else involved. It's an all-out attack on children, you guys. That's what it is. It's an all-out attack on children. And people don't
okay.
see.
Okay, here we go. Approximately 8 million children are reported worldwide each year.
Wow. Wow.
Data reports of U.S. in the United States alone, an average of 2,300 children are reported missing every day. Oh, this is interesting. I found something interesting. It
But
says how
look,
many
they said
children.
every
This
year.
now, I mean, I want you to do your job. Did the most trolls come in here? Snap them out of here. No survivors.
Hey,
This funny right here. This funny right here though. Together right here. It says how many children go missing at Disney?
what?
Yeah.
I heard that.
It said
I
how
heard
there are
that.
some estimate that reports available that provide insight into the issue. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children estimated that around 2,000 children disappear from amusement park, including both Disney and Walt Disney World each year.
My God. But they said in the United States, there's an estimated 460,000 children reported missing every year, according to the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Now, this is a big problem. How come so many kids are missing? Where are these kids
Mm-hmm.
at? Where are these children?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard that before. Me, they said that in amusement parks because parents sometimes let the kids run ahead and somebody will snatch the kid.
Or they ain't holding the kid's head tight either.
Hmm. Wow, that's correct. That's crazy. And then not only that, you got to think about you got to think about your schools. You know, not the
Whoa! I
missing.
didn't know this
Not,
one. I didn't know this one. I didn't know this
go
one. I know
ahead.
you're talking. This
Go
is
ahead.
shocking right here.
Go ahead.
Who are the most missing children in the United States?
Black kids,
No.
white kids.
Yeah. White children, the highest number of missing person case involves white children with 313,017 reported cases in the United States in 2021, right? This
That's
came out
crazy.
December. It came out December 26, 2023. So you already know this updated. And 193,151 black children were reported missing during the same period.
Right. Put up at it again's comment.
I got it.
Yeah.
We had to
Yeah.
report. We had the reports. What is any content created out there started an initiative to prevent these ongoing activities.
Right.
One what we're doing is right now is making people aware. Keep eye on your children. I don't care, they're teenagers. I see teenagers out and about 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. You know their parents don't know where they at.
Yeah, she said we could talk about it all day, but who is doing something about it? And that's a true thing. But you know
Yeah,
what? Let me say this. And that's a very true statement. I want to say, like the last channel that I had, um, I said that it was somebody that did it, which I do believe, but I believe that a lot of my reason why my channel, the major reason, is because I was focusing on, the children being missing and harmed by adults and stuff like that. It was just so much that I put out. And
yeah,
YouTube absolutely did not want that. They were saying that I was spreading misinformation, even though, at it again, I was using actual news clips and speaking over them. I was using actual news articles and reading them and talking about what's going on. They were dated. I gave credit to the writers of whoever the article was written by, and they still struck my channel saying that I was giving out misinformation. They keep saying when you try to do these types of things, they strike you and say you're giving out misinformation. You're giving out misinformation. Now I got one strike on my channel right now. They said that I gave out misinformation. This has been 4 years that I've had this strike on my channel, and they absolutely still will not remove it. One
oh yeah.
strike, they will not remove it because they said
Okay,
I was spreading misinformation, and I was not.
okay. Here we go. Here we go. What state got the most missing people?
Say it again.
What state had the most missing people?
Who's the most missing people?
What state has the most missing people?
You keep breaking up.
I said, what state has the most missing people?
To be honest, I couldn't even begin to tell you.
No, it's not Georgia. Georgia ain't on this list.
What is it? A southern or a western state?
It's a western state.
California.
Yep. Then you got
Hmm.
Florida. Then you got Florida right behind it. Texas, Arizona, Washington, New York, Michigan, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee.
And the reason why they say California is because now, like, San Diego is the human
Hmm.
smuggling trafficking capital of the world. Like women are going down there and they're walking on the beach, like in a crowd with their friends, and these women are getting snatched up and forced into human trafficking. And they keep
Yeah.
saying that the Latino women, are being snatched up more than black women. No, it's not. There are so many
Mhm.
black women missing. Like right now, there's a friend of the family. They have a daughter that's been missing for like 4 years, and the police can't even find her. By now, she should be like 17. They still
Yeah.
can't find her. Somebody snatched her off the street. They know no, they don't even have a trace. They don't have any evidence, any information, no videos, nothing. She just vanished in thin air. And I'm sure they got
Okay.
that baby in human trafficking.
Yeah. Respect the fatty act. See, in the state of California, got 2,133 cases reported, and in the United States, more than 97,000 cases were reported in 2022. 97,000 black women are missing. Probably more now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, that's why I
And
tell. That's why I try to tell. Go ahead.
you know what the funny part is? And I was looking at this movie called Room or Apartment 402, You guys, it's a woman. She got snatched up by this guy, and he was using her for human trafficking. She escaped. They could never find him ever afterward. You got to look. I just paraphrased the movie, but you have lawyers, doctors, policemen, all these professional people. They have websites that you could go to and order and tell them what you want, and they will be right there. All these big time officials, like the movie, it was a
Yeah.
guy, he was a government official. He was paying the man to come in and have relations with that lady. And he
Mm.
was into that real kinky stuff. He stuck a
Mm.
plastic bag over her head. This is a true story, though. This is not a fake story. It's a real life story. He stuck a
Mm.
plastic bag over her head while he was having relations with her, and she stopped breathing. And he was smacking her back to life. That's the kind of, that's the kind of sex he liked. And
Mm-hmm.
it was just like she told her story. It was so, the stuff they
So
did to
horrific.
her, man, the stuff they did to her, I was tossing and turning for days. If you don't have a stomach for it, don't go look at it. I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
these are true. This is a true story. This is a
Yep.
true story.
And, and,
Yep.
and, and it says, then it comes on and said, what state in America had the most kidnappings?
Um, I would say California, but I could be wrong.
No, New Mexico.
Oh, wow. Yeah, trafficking, human trafficking. Yep.
Wait, it ranked first for kidnapping in the U.S. In 2021. Law enforcement in New Mexico reported 822 cases of kidnapping and abduction.
Okay. Let me look at it again, Ming, because so you could go when you see that movie, it's gonna blow your mind. Hold on a second.
And then
I
New
think
Jersey got the
it's
lowest abduction rate.
huh?
New Jersey got the lowest abduction rate, kidnapping rate. They got the lowest one.
Oh wow.
And it says, are there more child abduction now than in the past? Police techniques have also improved, and Amber Alerts have added further community awareness. The number of involuntary missing children cases open each year due to circumstances like kidnapping and abduction, including by non-custodial family members, fell from 27% from 2015 to 2022. FBI data shows.
Okay.
So
It's apartment 407. Sorry. It's called apartment 407. Um, Ming. The movie's called Apartment 407, and it was made in 2016. So look at that movie. It's gonna piss you off. Sorry about that, D Truth. I apologize.
go right ahead. Hey, we talking about it. See,
Yeah.
we can talk about it, right?
Hmm.
Now we got to find some cases that we can look into. You knew if you're
You
still
know
in
what?
here.
Yes, yes, yes.
You knew if you in here, we need some cases of missing kids, women, whatever, so we can look into it, so we can talk about it and try to figure it out. Get all the information and help bring some of these missing kids, women home. That's what we need. Bring them home. That's all they want, to be brought home, right?
Right.
So we can't tell a family how to feel when they're missing loved one. I know, but what I can't stand is the national media.
They don't want to
I,
cover stuff like that.
they they don't want to cover stuff missing black women and children. Because Malcolm said it best, and I don't say it right. The most deprived human is a black woman. The most talked about human is the black woman. The most disrespected woman is the black woman.
Right.
Respect Ed D. So when that's right there, when and I would say what that don't go live on your live or something or somebody showed what this woman said she called CPS on her kids.
Oh yeah, the one that said F them kids.
Yeah. Respect Miss V. Respect Miss V. Yeah.
Hi, Miss V.
Yeah. See, that's women that shouldn't have no kids, right?
Exactly.
And the
Oh,
ones
let's not
that
talk about that. That piss you knew was so mad she just not calmed down off of that one.
no, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it because it goes with the story. Go with the
I know, I
story.
know, I know, I know.
So there's some women out there that shouldn't be parents. There's some people out there, men and women, shouldn't be parents. I don't care I don't care what your skin tone is. You shouldn't be parents.
Right, exactly.
She the one. She knew she didn't want no kids. The kids got too much a handful, right?
Right,
But she can't have no kids. You don't want no
exactly.
kids. If you don't want to have no kids, start having sex.
That's true.
Start having sex. Point blank. Point blank. Period. Stop having sex. If you're gonna have sex,
Mm,
if you're gonna have sex, get on the pill and make him strap up. Put on a condom.
that part. That part. That part.
So
But if people don't know what D Truth is referring to, if you go to my page, there's a video I reposted, and it was a black woman. There was no extra details, and I couldn't find any other information. But she made a live, and she was celebrating the fact that she called CPS on her children, and then she said, F them kids. I got rid of them little mother effers and this, that, and the other. And she was celebrating, smoking weed, having a party, twerking her booty, and was laughing and celebrating that she actually called CPS on her own children. And this is what he's talking about.
yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. See, women like that kind of piss me off, right? They kind
Yeah.
of piss me off. I'm gonna tell you why they piss me off. There's some women that and some men, couples that want kids can't have kids.
Mm-hmm.
They'll try IVF. You know what? Some of y'all that don't know what IVF, that's artificial insemination.
In vitro fertilization.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and that still don't work, right?
True.
And sometimes when a couple cannot have children, they always look at the man. The man go get tested. There might be something wrong with him. See what I'm saying? But then again, it might be something wrong with the woman too.
Yeah.
But to see a woman does do that, can't have children, and then compared to the woman that at 15 had a child kidnapped, taken from her 5 hours after she don't had her, and didn't know where her child was for 18 years.
Right.
That's a difference, ain't it?
That's a big difference. That's a humongous difference.
Because I'm at together and other women in the chat. I'm gonna tell you how I felt, right? I'm gonna tell you how I felt, right?
Okay.
One of my ex, right? She was pregnant, right? She called me and told me that she had a miscarriage, right?
Okay.
That hurt my heart. That hurt my heart. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was gonna be a girl or a boy. So
Right.
that's hurt me. I called him on to talk to him about it. And I still think about it today. It still hurts me, right?
Right. Right.
Until I said that. Then my niece was born. My niece was born. I held her in my hand. She was so tiny. You know what I'm saying? She was so tiny. I got some big hands. She was so tiny. I had her back to my sister. I was scared I was gonna break her.
Don't be around breaking kids now.
But I said that to say this right here. It ain't nothing like looking to in that newborn baby's eyes. It gets so attached. That's why I'm so
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm so close to my niece now, because that's why I would do anything I can for her.
Right.
Especially EJ. And
Hi, E.
and
James. How
I'm
you doing?
and I when I used to work night shift, I get off doing Thursday night or Friday night, whatever. I used to
Mm-hmm.
go to my house, go keep my niece, and lay on the couch until she fell asleep on my chest. You don't know how
Oh.
good that made me feel. Feel. I can understand a mother's pain.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? I can understand a mother's pain because once you're looking at together, and all the mothers in here, y'all can back me up with it. When you're looking at that child's eye, when you don't have him or her, it makes you a different person, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
It makes you feel like I'm gonna do everything in my power to make things right with you and make everything okay and protect you, right?
Right. Right.
Everything. But it don't matter how old your child or your children get, you're still the parent.
Yeah.
You
Facts.
still want to protect them. You still want to protect them.
Yeah.
I don't care you 50, 60, 70 years old, they 30 something years old or 20 something years old. What you want to try to do? Protect them.
Exactly. That's what a mama do. Unless something ain't wrapped, unless some elevator getting stuck.
Oh, they are stuck between floors, right? They stuck between floors. Cause that woman was smoking that ganja and twerking, talking about girls night out, talking about I got rid of them damn kids. They ain't coming
Yeah,
back
she
no
was
more.
happy. Yeah, she was happy. But she don't realize, the trauma that those kids could possibly go through. Yeah, you may have been mad at them. They may have been sassy at the mouth. But now being in CPS, I just really am kind of like disappointed because back in the day, they used to make you fingerprint, do an extensive background check and everything up under the sun. And now they just throw these kids in anybody's house. And I was telling people about a case that I was dealing with, not personally, but following this social worker threw this girl in the house with a man that said he wanted children, and he was like, I'll take a girl. I grew up around all women, but he was out there pimping the little girl
Mm.
as the foster parent. He was pimping the little girl, and the little girl told the social worker. The social worker kept ignoring it, but it ends up getting found out, and now the social worker in jail. And it was another one where the girl and her mom didn't get along, so they placed her in a hotel, and until they could find her placement. The little girl got mad because the social worker, when she called her and asked her for food, she kept asking her. She said, look, I found a pimp. You can go out there, you a thick little young thing, you can go make some money. And so the little girl got pissed off, took her phone, act like she was playing with it. And the social worker, you can see the social worker face clear, but the little girl had been complaining to CPS and trying to go higher up, and she was telling her biological mother what was going on. So it took for that little girl to break out her cell phone and play
And
like
record
she's
it.
playing on her phone and record the social worker. And you can hear her like, yeah, I got a pimp for you. He said you can make 150 a night. We can split the proceeds and you ain't got to ask me for no money. You know what I'm saying? They locked her ass up, and the guy that was over CPS, they investigating him because the girl was complaining to him too. And then all of a sudden he wants to come down and apologize to her and her family. They're like, no, we suing. So how many other kids are being treated like this, that are being prostituted out, through their not only their foster parents, but through the CPS workers?
And not only that, I like what Mean said. Mean said we've been saying all along. They don't care about the kids. All they want is the money.
Yep. Yeah, Miss
And
V,
Miss
I
V,
feel your pain,
Miss
baby girl.
V, hey, I'm sorry for what you went through. And you know the
Mm-hmm.
sad part about it is, it's not just
What?
CPS, it's not just the foster home, foster parents, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. It's sometimes it's a biological mother and father that doing it.
Yeah, that's true. But it's worse when they take you out of your house. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because they do
W-
also,
w-
not only do they pimp these kids, but they make these kids become their personal maid and servants,
Yeah.
and they treat these kids so poorly, and they're the ones that's bringing in this big check.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. This one thing I can't understand right here. Okay, that woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this woman in Florida that they know her child was for 18 years, wanted her baby, right?
Right.
And they get along every night. They get along, but they butt head, right? And I understand her biological mother is infuriated with her because she keep calling the other one mother too. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But she don't realize she gotta give her time. You see what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
gotta give
like
her
at it
time.
again, say it's time. You gotta. I wouldn't, it's the mother instinct. I gave birth to you, so I want you to recognize me as mom. And that's not registering in her heart. Her heart
Mm-mm.
is taking over logic, because if she thought logically, look, this girl was kidnapped and taken from me. She don't know me. Now she just found out that I am her biological. It's almost equivalent to finding out that you were adopted. So now your adoptive mother is coming back talking about, baby, I'm your mommy. That child is like, wait a minute, hold on. And then again, we don't know what that woman told that child while
Yeah.
she was coming up. We don't know. She probably could say, oh, your mama threw you away, or your mama left you on me, and don't tell nobody that I told you, this between me and you. But the rest of the family is thinking she gave birth to this child. So she was playing two. That lady wasn't crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with her. She's a
I
manipulator,
know,
narcissistic individual.
yeah. And Ed said it right. Ed, right. That's what I'm trying to get to right there. Couple Ed D said couple of his cousin was in the sister. His mother adopted her nephews. Why can't they
Right.
just, if you take it from the mother or take it from the father, why can't you find the next of kin so they want to take care of their nieces and nephews
Okay, so let
or
me
the
explain
grandchild?
that to you. Let me explain that to you. So they did put it into law that if a parent is not fit to take care of their kid while the investigation of CPS is going, what they were doing was they were not allowing the family to adopt the next of kin. They were not allowing them to go into the homes, because if they go into the family's home, they don't get the same stipend, they don't get the same financial reward that they would get if that child was placed in
Yeah,
foster care. So
yeah, yeah,
the system eventually, with the CPS defense attorneys and all the different paperwork and stuff, and they forced that law to, you got to do it, you got to ask the family first. Now they're doing it, but in the past they were not doing it. His cousins and stuff and a lot of other kids, they got lucky. But as that money, and they saw that the kids are became cash cows, they said, oh no, we want those incentives, we want all that extra bonus money, but if we put them with their family, we're not going to get that much. You see what I'm saying? But if we put
yeah,
them with a
yeah.
stranger, we're going to get a bag. So that's why they were distracting and deterring the kids from going into the family's care. So now there's a law that they have to now, ask you and me if we have nieces and nephews, do we want them?
Yeah. See, and thing I see with that is, even if they did when they did that, if a family member really love them kids, they really care about keeping the kids together. You know how they like to split up kids, children, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If that family fought just like Ed D mother did, if they were fighting, you know what I'm saying? Fight for them. What could they do? What could the CPS do? If they're gonna look at, oh, these kids got family members, or they got lawyer, uh, got a CPS lawyer, family attorney lawyer, CPS lawyer, whatever,
No, no,
right?
no, no, no. Never get a family law attorney.
But
A
yeah, but you
family.
hear what I said. You heard what I said. I said CPS lawyer, family lawyer, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You can't
But
say
according,
whatever
but
though,
yeah, I
because
did.
if they listen to you and get a family law attorney, that's why I keep telling everybody get a CPS defense attorney. That's the one that knows every single trick in the book when it comes to CPS. If
You didn't let me finish though. You let me finish. What I was saying was that family member got to fight. No matter, I don't care. I don't care. You go get the governor. You got to fight. You see what I'm saying? You got to fight. And like she said, you got to go get the CPS attorney. But you got to fight. You see
But
what I'm
they make
saying?
it hard. They make it hard. There are so many tricks. That's why I'm saying if you don't come from a family that have money, because a CPS attorney is like buying a brand new car, and most people don't have that. And so when you do not have those type of financial resources, then you tend to have to fight harder. They'll tell you, okay, you got to go to counseling, and you'll go, okay, I'll go to counseling, and the social worker will be so crap. Not all of them, not all of them. And I'm not talking about all of them. They will be so crafty where they will call you at the last minute and know that you are an hour away and say, "Oh, you got to get to this class by 5 o'clock." They do stuff like this to keep you from getting ahead, is what I'm saying. So a lot of people get so exhausted, they get so tired, and then they say, "Oh, we got a lawyer for you." Don't you ever take their lawyers? Don't you ever take their
Hey,
doctors?
hey, but do
Nothing.
what I'm saying. Hey, damn. To get do what I'm saying. See, there's some family members don't give up. You see what I'm saying? There's some. See, the ones that give up, they really didn't want them kids anyway. You feel what I'm saying?
Sorry about the noise.
Where you at outside?
No, it's some idiot on a motorbike.
Oh,
The same.
but but what I'm saying is, I don't care if I got any money or not for the CPS lawyer. I'm gonna still fight for my. I don't care about a niece, nephew, my cousin, kids, whatever. Cause they not finna split them up. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna keep fighting. See what I'm saying? If you give up fighting, did do they really want them kids?
Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. It just
Yeah.
depends. Ed's family is one of the lucky families. You know what I'm saying? They were one of the ones
Mhm.
that got probably the CPS worker that really cared. But you got some, like I said, that's why I said not all of them are bad, but you got
Mm.
some that want that money, they want that bonus, they want that stipend,
Yeah.
and
And
they'll do
other
whatever
words,
they can to keep you from getting it.
other words, they're like car salesman, real estate agent. They want their
Yeah,
commission.
basically. Yes, basically, yeah. And he got blessed, his family got blessed. You know what I'm saying? But then you
Yeah.
can do it without the CPS. The family member could go to court with you without CPS and say, you know what, I can't handle the kid, and the court will just go ahead and give you custody. And
Yeah.
that'll be that. There are
Yeah.
other
You can
ways
buy.
to,
Yeah. Yeah. Other words, you said you can bypass
yeah, you can bypass
CPS.
CPS.
Yeah.
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 Hmm.
Yeah.
All you
And
do is get the parent to sign go to like a lawyer with you, like somebody that can help you put the paperwork together and give you conservatorship over that child, and you get conservatorship. You are the legal guardian over that child until they turn 18 or 24 or otherwise. That's without using CPS. There are so many ways to go around it.
And also, I'm put this out there. Also, there's some parents that give their relative, their mother, their father, their cousin, their sister, their brother, custody of their child until they get their life together. See what I'm saying?
True.
So that's a lot of ways around it. You don't have to go through that kind of that system, that foster system thing. You see what I'm saying? But
yeah. Check the private chat real quick.
I don't see nothing in the private chat. Hey, I don't blame him. He said, "Mark Dukes, I don't want them split up." You right. I wouldn't want to split up either. Well, see, we got to keep an eye on our kids. We got to love our children. We got to love our children, and some of us love our kids too much, and some people love their kids so much that they don't want them on sight. They run the house like a prison. You don't want that. We're going to put in the private chat, but it just, we are got to start looking out for the children, because the children is the future, and we got to start teaching them different things.
Sorry, I forgot to send it.
I know you did.
I just said, give me a minute. I said, give me a minute.
I know you did. And we got to start looking out for kids. We got to start looking out for our family members. Start helping them out. Even if they don't want the help, even if we know they're doing bad, whatever, we got to help them out.
True.
Because they still ain't send it.
No, I just said, give me a minute. That's all I put, but it's sitting right here.
Oh.
I said, I thought I sent it. There it goes.
Oh.
I just sent it so you can stop saying it. It just said, give me a minute. I was coughing.
Oh, yeah. But it's like this, right? A mother's and a father's love that really love their child, especially after the child got kidnapped, got stolen from them. I don't care for a newborn to up to 20-something years old, up to 30-something years old that goes missing. That mother and that family love, that mother and father love do not goes away. We know that some mothers, some fathers ain't with her. You know what? We know that, don't we?
Yeah. But you know what? Even the parents that ain't worth a hill of beans, like if something happened to one of their kids, they are so self-centered that they would take that opportunity to get all the attention and become the professional victim that they really are. You know, so that's why sometimes it's hard to tell.
Yeah. And let something happen to the child or their kids. And let's take an example of a child get beat up by the police or beat up by somebody else. Something happened to them at a facility. All of a sudden, they didn't care about the child. All of a sudden, they see a dollar sign. Am I right?
Like out here, there was a kid recently that the police is under investigation. So I think it's a city called Atlanta or something like that. So the kid, he's 15. He was 15 years old. He was autistic, and he had a violent episode. The police have been there multiple times, so they were very much aware of this young kid's mental capacity. So the mother calls, and that's why I tell people when you have kids that have problems and they're acting out, don't call frantically. Oh my God, she was screaming in the phone. He's tearing up the house. He's this. He's that. and she was just like just going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Hey,
So when
you
the
talking about the same
police
story?
showed,
You talk about the same story we talked about
yeah,
with
when
the axe or whatever it was.
yeah, yeah, it was a like a shovel axe. So the kid came out with two of them, and they said that the cops shot him prematurely because he should have waited. He shouldn't have used lethal, a lethal means to, hit the boy. But what he should have done was probably hit him with one, like, some of the rubber bullets to stop him. So now he's under investigation right now for taking the life of that little boy. And they were like, basically there's no reason that he should have done that. He could have like kept backing up and got the non-lethal, or hit him with some tear gas and knocked him down to the ground and handcuffed him until somebody came. But he just decided to unload his gun on a child.
See, in that situation right there, I seen the video, right? The
Yeah,
child wasn't, that 15-year-old was nowhere near here.
exactly.
Yeah. So we can, and you call frankly about your child, this and that, yeah. But it seemed like they had more training than the cop did. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like we said,
Exactly.
uh, like we said last week, that was it last week? I think it was last week.
Yeah.
That all that yelling and all that stuff at at him didn't do no good, did it?
No.
All that does is agitate somebody like that. So hey,
Yep. They were his trigger. And you got to
yep,
learn how. If somebody's having a psychotic episode, one of the best things you can do is keep your mouth shut,
yeah,
and if they screaming and yelling, keep mental notes as to what they're upset about. Because if they're yelling and screaming and cussing and fussing, they're basically venting, letting you know that something egged them on. And what you do is you sit there. Now, me, I would have like told the cop, hey, look, he using non-lethal force. Don't come up in here like gun smoke and all that. But some people, and I believe when you're a cop and you're that scary and timid, you don't need to be out on the field. You need to be behind there pushing papers or cleaning the office.
you should have been a cop in the first place.
That part. They get a lot of people that were bullied. They get a lot of cops that are scared. But the one thing that I do not like, especially when it comes to California, I don't know about other states, and I made a comment. I said, why do you put non-black cops in black areas? And you know that, black people, some have issues with the lighter skin tone of people. And you're coming in here, like one of the cops were like, hey, boy. Now, that's the first thing you don't do is call a
Hmm.
black boy, because now you're getting cussed out because you're disrespectful. But then they know how to lie and push paper. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
they have a mixture. They need to start doing psychological evaluations with these cops. They need to do more, what do you call those? Simulations. They need to do more assimilations on like the real life assimilations. If you're going to pull your gun because you don't know what to do next, they need to really like test these people, because you're making life changing decisions, and people won't be able to say, oh, he got a bullet in his shoulder but he's going to be in the bedroom in the morning. No, you're taking people out. You're taking them out because
Yeah,
you're afraid. But then we can't just cry when a police does something like that. You get what I'm saying? We got to
yeah.
cry when our own race of people are knocking our own race of people down. Why do we have more uproar when a cop does it versus another black man shooting down another black man? So we need to get our priorities together, period. You know what I'm
You right
saying?
about that.
Somebody start like, hey, why are we sitting here cussing and fussing because of this cop? We give him more smoke, but we're not giving Tyrone and Damon
Right,
no
right.
smoke. They don't have a shootout around the corner.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
you right about that. Hey, you ain't got no argument from that. argument. You can get no argument from me from that with that right there. Cause how many times have I said that?
Many, many. And still today, that's why I'm not in an uproar. Like, I'm upset that he did that to that little boy. But then we just had a shootout in Los Angeles, and there was a Latino street vendor, very popular, a couple of nights ago, two idiots shooting at each other, and the man got hit by a stray bullet. Now his
Mm,
family don't have a daddy no more, and he was the breadwinner. So these are the outcries that we need to be having instead of the police ain't running around knocking black people off every single day. It's us knocking us off every day.
yeah,
Every day.
we
All
talking
you
each
got to
other.
do is the first 48 hours.
Yeah, you're
The
right.
difference is one is supposed to be uphold the law and the other one was probably lawless. I get what you're saying, but I'm saying, Ed, when you got black people running around here like they sheriffs and gunslingers, where's the outcry for that? And the first thing, see, one of the things when I first heard Black Lives Matter, I said they are full of dog mess. And everybody's like, what's wrong with you? You crazy. I said they're only going to make money off the backs of the black people that have already perished, and they're going to get rich and they're not going to get nobody nothing. And guess what? Exactly what I said. And a lot of people stopped talking to me, told me I was stupid. And then they came back, you know what? You was right. That lady spent all that money, didn't give Trayvon Martin mother nothing, didn't give the other boy mother no money. So I don't want to hear your sob story. If once you walk away from me because I spoke something that I saw and you disrespect me, keep going. I'm not going to talk trash about you, but keep going. I'm not always right, but you don't have to disrespect me even if I'm wrong. We're supposed
You're
to be
right.
able to, dialogue between one another. Like, I just respectfully disagree with Ed, and Ed could come back and see he disagreed with me again. See, and I respect that. He didn't cuss me out. He didn't go off on me. Very respectful,
See,
and
I'm
I
like this right
respect
here.
all what he's saying.
I'm tell you why that is. I'm tell you why that is, right? I'm tell you why that is. See, the people that were leading that movement, right? They was they knew what they were doing. You feel me?
Yep, yep,
They knew what they were doing. See, just say me or you were leading that movement, right?
right.
Yeah, we might get money, but guess what? We put money back into it and going around different places trying to get things solved, fighting missing black kids, black women, black men. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And try to get justice for some of these folks. Get some of these families attorneys. You know what I'm saying? To get them so. Cause money don't solve everything, do it?
No, it don't.
It don't solve everything. I'm gonna tell you why. Why it don't solve everything? Cause you can't take it with you. See, see what they fail to realize is, yeah, they were planning on their family grief, right? Yeah, we don't. We
But
see
look, I'm
when
sorry.
we,
My
we
bad.
see when we see when cops do it. We see when the other races, the other lighter skin tone folks do it to us, right? It's all
Right,
outcry. We
right,
also do it see when people do it in our own community to our own people,
right. But you
but it
know
ain't
the
no
one thing
outcry.
I want to go back on Black Lives Matter. So here's the insult. This is the greatest insult. They took that woman gave over $10 million to the rainbow community. She turned around and gave her baby daddy money, and she turned around and gave her brother money. And so when Candace Owens went to her home, which she said was a business, that's how she had it listed. So I looked it up. She had it listed as a business. So when Candace Owens went to her business to confront her, she got on the internet and cried and said that the lady was out there harassing her. But when you looked at the picture, there was a guard standing there that would not let her in. So how is
Mm.
it that your life is in danger? When you pull that house up, you'll see. First of all, you lied to the government and said that it was a business when it was a home. You lied.
Mm.
That's lie number one. So then when you said she went to your home, you lied and the truth came out. That's why she got in trouble, because you marked that home as a business location. Hold
Yep.
on. Yep, they were about to sell. You marked that home as a business location. So she went to your place of business. She phoned you from below and they wouldn't let her in. So
Yeah.
Candace Owens at this time was super 8 months pregnant, walked right back to her car, and this lady told a fat lie. So Candace Owens released the video on her channel and millions of people saw it, and that's when everybody became outraged because you spewed this lie that she was down there threatening you, and she had a whole camera crew that was filming until she walked right back to the car, and she was talking to the camera crew the whole way back to the car. So that's what I'm saying. Why is this woman not in jail?
Yeah.
Why are they
See,
allowing her to stay free?
see, I'm like this right here. I'm like this right here. I look at this right here. Candy Owens, you can take with a grain of salt. That's one thing I can say she got right. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me?
I'm
So
listening to
that's
you.
so that right there. But I look like the right. She's not the only leader of the what BLM that was probably doing that. She just the only one that got caught.
No, I understand that. I totally understand that. They bought a $10 million home up in Beverly Hills somewhere. They were splurging money. They were doing, and even I believe Kamala Harris actually went to the home and partied with them, and they tried to scrub that, but somebody actually had the footage. So there was a lot of corruption going on within
Yeah.
BLM, and now they're still trying to push BLM. And I'm like, when is it? When are we as black people are going to stop following for the we keep following for okie doke. Then they talk, and I know that we're going to go back around to what you were talking about, and all this has to do with survival. Now, they said reparations, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you read it, they said we are studying reparation. They never said they was going to give it to us. All those that think that black people are going to get reparations, you might as well sit down and just forget it. They use that word so that they continue to get us to vote for the people that really don't want to do anything for us. They don't want to help us or anything like that. I did my study because I wanted to prove that Donald Trump was every evil, despicable thing out there in the world. I wanted to prove that he was the biggest racist, that he hated
Yeah.
black
Well,
people.
yeah. Let me say this right here for you finish. See, one thing he did get some stuff right. Right. Every president got their good and their bad. Right.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna
But
give
I wasn't
him
going
all.
where you thought I was going, though. That's what I'm saying. I was just saying, my dad told me, no matter what, study for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so one of the things that I noticed is I listened to what other people told me, but when I started reading for myself, I started learning other things. If you don't read and you just listen to what somebody tell you, you'll never find nuggets for you. So basically, what I'm saying is we need to start picking up stuff and start reading for ourselves, no matter who is telling us what through the radio, through the internet, through the TV, through any type of communication. Read it for yourself. Write down, take a mental note, write that down and read it for yourself. That's what we need to start doing. Stop listening to everything you hear. Read stuff for yourself, no matter who it is, no matter what it has to do with. Read stuff for yourself is all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this right here. And you know what? Some people don't really like like him because
I
look
don't
what.
care who likes him. I don't care who don't like
But
him.
listen, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. It's because what's going on? These people coming out to say they Karens, they Kens, whatever you want to say, call them. You know what I'm saying? And they get away with stuff. and what they did with the Capitol, all that stuff right there, and all they do is relate it back to him. See what I'm saying? It's like a governor or a mayor doing something, and it reflects back on them. It is that kind of like they ain't looking at the good they do. You see what I'm saying? So, like you said, like we always say, got to do your research. You know what I'm saying? Got to do your research.
But
If you
let me
don't do
ask you
your
a question.
research,
Let me ask you a question. There's a video. Well, I'm not gonna say that. Why whenever someone, and I'm not saying that you disagree with me, I'm just saying, why is it whenever someone says something about Donald Trump, the first thing everybody goes back to is January the 6th? Now there is a House representative that is in the office right now. The Democratic Party's pissed off at him because he got a website, and I'm gonna release that website. I'm gonna look for it because I got it, and you got to look and look and look through all the footage. And once you look through all the footage, you will see for yourself that that insurrection did not happen the way that they said it. The people were outside protesting peacefully, and somebody shot some stuff in the crowd and pissed everybody off. And that's when everybody started fighting back, because it's like, if me, you, and everybody on here go somewhere peacefully and somebody don't want us in that area and they shoot at us, we're gonna want to kick their butts. So when you look at the footage, once I get that website and drop it, you're gonna have to take time and go through it. And once you look at the footage, everything that they put on that news, you're gonna be upset, because I believed everything they said about that insurrection until that man dropped all the footage for January the 6th. And I saw it with my own eyes. So this is the thing. We can't believe everything that's coming through the news. We got to study
yeah,
for ourselves. We got to research for ourselves. I don't care if I'm wrong, still go research. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Period.
yeah, yeah. And do what I would say about that right there. Yeah, he might show the footage, but is that the original footage? That's what I want
Yes,
to know.
it's the original footage. It's the original
It's,
footage. It's
but
a government
this is nothing I
government
can say about
website.
that right there. But you know they can edit that stuff, to make it do
It's
what they want to
not
do.
edited. It's going straight. The numbers are not jumping. The numbers are not missing. None of that. I blew it up, and I
Yeah,
kept looking. I plugged it into the what do you call that?
yeah,
The
yeah, yeah. I know, sir.
HDMI cord, because I got a really
Yeah.
huge TV, and I kept my eyes on the numbers at the top. And I was looking at the numbers on the top, and it never skipped a second. Everything was running. It's off of a official government website. And that's how come they are mad now, because they was like, he shouldn't have released it. But why shouldn't he? If you said somebody did something, they need to see what this person is being accused of. If they say that I
Hey,
robbed the bank, I want to see the footage that I robbed that bank.
but the thing is, how can you? I'm looking at this right here. If somebody shot somebody in the crowd, okay, right? Okay, fine and dandy. And it's just like us shoot something in the crowd, we in our house, and people start storming our house, right? Do it make it either left, right, or wrong that they did that?
Does it make it right that they shot something at us?
No, but does it make it right for you go storm
Correct,
somewhere?
but does it make it right that the person
Both,
shot something at us?
hey, this is what I'm gonna say right here. Both situations were wrong,
Okay, there
regardless.
you go. No, there
Yeah,
you go.
but there's another situation I'm going to put out here. What if there was a whole bunch of people from our community on that Capitol steps?
Well, first of all,
Hey, hey,
you
that's
know,
what. Look at.
first of all, you know,
You know why I said. Now you know why I said that, right? You know why I said that, right?
see,
You know why I said that, right?
he trying to do the rabbit hole thing, but that don't work with me, because you got to understand something.
But
I
I'm telling
come
you
from
another
a place
thing.
where I pay close attention. I hear you, but I'm saying you got to come out of that time zone that you in, and you got to start like exploring different stuff. Nobody's always 100% right. Not the news, not me, not you, not
I
anybody.
know.
But what I'm saying is, if I'm trying to give you evidence to show you proof of something, The first thing you said, how you know it ain't real. Why would I give you something that was phony to try to prove a point? I would not insult your intelligence.
No. Do what I'm saying. Do what I'm saying. You said you were looking at the numbers, right? Yeah, right. You said you look at the numbers.
Yep.
Who to say?
Kept my eyes on the numbers.
Who to say he wanted to change with what he was doing? You see what I'm saying? That's what I try to get you to see.
The
That might
point
not
of
be
it is,
real.
what I'm saying is, it's the original footage that was released. They even spoke about it in the Senate. They was asking, is this the original footage? And they had a meeting. They said, yes, it's the original footage. None of it was doctored. Tucker Carlson was the first one that released it, and it was accurate to the one that he released. But
Yeah.
he got fired because he released it and showed people the truth. That's why they really fired Tucker Carlson, because they did not
Yeah.
want him to put that out there. But it's
Yeah.
on the internet for anybody to look at. It's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, but flip that around. They want a whole bunch of Caucasians out there. Just say there's a whole bunch of black people out there. You think they would have let them stay there that long?
There were some black people. There were black police officers. There were black security officers. There were
I'm
black
talking
bus
about no.
drivers. There were
I
black
ain't talking about them. I ain't
maintenance.
talking about. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the one that was outside the Capitol, the one that did that. I'll tell you why I said that. Look how much time some of them folks got, right? Guess who got the most
Look
time?
at the cases being dropped too. Those cases are being dropped too.
But look how many. Look who got the most time. I guarantee they ain't finna drop the one against that black guy.
Understood. But now they're looking at, because that man released the footage, a lot of people are being released because of the footage that he released, is what I'm saying to you. They're
But
going by the footage, they're using it as evidence. That dude said, let's be real, let's keep it honest. He's like, he's not trying to, say, oh, you gotta be Republican or you gotta be this. He's right there in the middle, like, I'm neutral. He said, you know what? I'm just gonna
but you
drop
know,
the
I'm
tape
saying
and let
something.
everybody see it.
I don't care he being neutral, right? I don't care he being neutral.
See,
Yeah,
Ed, see what I mean? He
I'm
don't
saying why I
care.
don't care about him being neutral. I'm saying why
See,
I
Truth
can't
want to
be.
be right. My brother want to be
I ain't
right.
trying to be right.
Yes,
This
you
is what
are,
I'm trying
big
to get you
bro.
to see. This is what I'm trying to get you to see right here. This is what I'm trying to get everybody to see. I don't care. He
You
trying to be
can't
neutral. I don't care who's right or
you can't
wrong. I don't
distract
care.
me from the truth though.
What I'm trying to get people to see is right or wrong. I already said both of them were wrong, but they were more wrong for going into that Capitol and storming that Capitol. I don't care who
First of
started
all,
it.
first of all, let me
Okay,
ask you now. I'm gonna
but
say this to you.
look. So it
Uh-uh.
was.
That's an
So it's
excuse,
okay. So it's
because if somebody
okay.
sock you, the truth, I know you got hands. I know you ain't no punk. Somebody punch your butt and run up into the damn building, you gonna bust the shoe off of that door and you gonna grab that person and you gonna shake the dog poop out of them. You're not gonna let them just hit you and run. That's pretty much what happened. They did their dirt and they took off in that Capitol, and the people were like, "Oh heck no, no,
Well,
you're
the
not about
thing
to do
is,
this to me and get away."
but the thing is, I see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But at the same time, if somebody said, "Oh, this right here came out," and people in danger that's in the house, you see what I'm saying? That innocent. I'm going to say that there were innocent people outside. Yes, that's innocent. Some people innocent inside. You see what I'm saying? And one fool finds something in the crowd, and then another fool say, "Hey, let's go and storm this right here." Don't make it right. Do it.
No, but
So
let me give you some let
I
me give you
call
some
both sides out.
information. There's a YouTuber, and I don't mean to name drop, but his name is Black Rosebud. During the January 6th, he was there. He's a black dude. He was there, and he did a live, and the live was going for like 3 hours. And the people was at the January at the place, they were saying that they were there to protest peacefully. And the one lady, she looked like a strong dude. And I was sitting there tripping. Man, she looked like a strong dude. and she talked like she had a little bass in her voice. The only thing let me know she was a woman because she had them big knockers on her chest.
How
And
you know they were fake?
man, come on now. She had a husband anyway because they was all sitting together, and then he had some other people. Like he had a bunch of screens, a bunch of people on the panel, and they were talking about the January 6th, and they said everybody that was there for peace, we all had on MAGA hats. But YouTube struck his channel and gave him a strike and made him take the video down. And I hate it because I was too lazy to record it. That's what I'm so mad at. I was too damn lazy to record it. She said, God is my witness. And they all said it. They said, we were standing there, and all of a sudden, the police came out and shot into the crowd. And then she said, people got to fighting with the police. And she said, then a bus rolled up that wasn't a part of us. And she said, and they just came and started bumping. She said, they pushed so hard that I went through the glass. And she showed the cuts. She said, I was trying to stop them. She said, it wasn't the MAGA people. It was other people that wasn't with us. And when she was breaking it down and the guy was talking about the different stuff that was going on, she said, and when they got in there, the rowdy people was going into the building, and she said we was trying to help out the security by holding them back, but she said they were so strong, and she said we were like, forget it, we're not about to lose our lives. And then right when she said something else, YouTube struck his channel, and I kept looking for that video. They took him off air for like a month.
Yeah, but like I said, I agree with you on that. It always, when some protest going on, whatever, it's always that group of people that always that starts some stuff. See, that's why you don't go to no protests like that. You see what I'm saying? I don't care how bad you support somebody. You feel me? Cause get caught up in that stuff. Even if you try to help, you get hurt. You see what I'm saying?
Would you say, Ed? Hold on. He said, remember the push me down and mace me lady? I don't remember. Maybe that was, I don't know. I don't remember that one, but dang, I'm going to try to reach out to him, and I'm going to ask him, does he still have that footage? And maybe we can, I don't think so, because it was live.
Yeah. But
no,
maybe maybe we can get him over here on next Friday night or whatever. If you can reach out to him.
He gonna want some money. I ain't paying nobody.
We ain't paying nothing now. But
I ain't paying
it's like but like I said, like we said, it's their fault and the other people's fault that came in there. You know what I'm saying? I knew there was something else involved with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, it was a whole. She said they were Antifa. They were yelling Antifa. That's the first time I ever heard of an Antifa. I said, what is that? She said they kept hollering Antifa, and she said, and we was trying so hard to hold them back. We was trying real hard. And she said the dude that had that weird looked like a foxtail hat, she said he was so sweet and so gentle. He was walking through, other people were taking pictures. And this is what she was saying out of her own mouth before I actually ever saw the footage. But they took his video down. I mean, it was so good. They was telling the truth. They just struck that dude. They struck that dude so bad. It was horrible. Like, he was hurt. He couldn't get, normally you can't get on for like a week or so. He couldn't get on for a whole month.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that. With that being said, is everybody get caught up in the people that running for governor, mayor, all these positions, right?
I don't care about them. They ain't gonna do nothing for me. I don't care.
Yeah, and I look at this right here. I don't care Trump, Biden, I don't care who it is, right? All of them is what they are, right? All of them too doggone over to be up there. Put it that way. See,
can I ask you a question? Have you seen some of the videos? See, I don't know if you've actually explored.
Hold on, bombshell breaking news.
What happened?
What is it? I don't know. He said bombshell breaking news. What happened?
Come up, bro. Come on up, bro.
Come on up. Breaking news.
I'm gonna be quiet till you get here.
Yeah. Breaking news. Bombshell breaking news. I wonder what it
I
is.
didn't do it. I didn't do it. I wasn't here. Oh, special edition tonight. Okay.
Oh Lord have
Okay.
mercy. Oh hell.
What time? What time? Because I want to be there. What time, Armando? Because you know what my nosy ass. What
He said I didn't want
time?
to send a check. He said I didn't want to
So
send a check. You know
okay,
we go
20
2
more
hours.
minutes. 20 more minutes
Yeah,
and we done.
yeah, yeah.
Is that okay,
And
Armando?
yeah, we do 2 hours. We do 2 hours anyway. You know that, don't you? So, but
Yeah,
they
yeah.
go. I bet people like, what the insurrection got to do with child kidnapping? You know what it got to do with it? Cause people
They
in
all
Congress ain't doing ain't doing a damn thing about it. You see what I'm saying? They not put enough
right,
effort into it. See,
right.
and then another thing they not put enough effort into is domestic violence. What is a piece of paper?
Because they so busy focusing on that dumb stuff, they're taking away, like you said, they're so busy focusing on the so-called insurrection and the Donald Trump this and the Donald Trump that and the Biden this. Like you said, they're not giving the attention to the people that's actually suffering.
Yeah. And normally I say it don't matter who's running, who's doing this, who's doing that. Okay, so let them run. Let them run. But you need to pay attention to what's at the bottom of the ballot. Attention to
Yep,
what's at the bottom of the
exactly.
ballot. See, I want to
Exactly.
ask this question. I'm gonna ask this question. How many people,
Mhm.
when they do go vote, read what laws the House bill or whatever bill they try to put into place federally and locally? How many people read that?
Can I ask you, do you get a book before you vote?
Oh, I look it up all the time.
No, no, no. I
See,
asked you, do they send you a booklet before you vote?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where I get to going on Google and searching everything that they say, so I'll know exactly what I'm about to put my mark on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you can vote for whoever you want to, right? But,
Yeah, it is a big
but
deal.
it's a law. It's laws they put in place that might help you. That and there's some laws that might hurt you that they
Right,
try to put in place.
right.
Just like in Alabama. I'm gonna tell you this right here. In Alabama, they made a law, about IVF, right?
Okay, in
And
vitro.
yeah, this company dropped this lady eggs, right?
Mm,
And they sued them, and they put in a law that if companies like that get sued, they'll go out of business.
right.
And but how many times have we heard doctors using their own sperm to fertilize that woman's egg?
Oh yeah, they had a couple movies on true stories about that. This doctor had kids, redhead kids, a bunch of them.
Yeah, but they didn't want to try to stop that. They want to try to stop the regulate
Well,
water.
he got sued. He got sued, and he went to prison for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's just like it's just like it's just like yeah. It's the mother's child, right? But
Hmm.
they married, or they've been together for a while. That's not the guy's biological child.
Right, and that's why his buddies in prison, and they took all his money to support the kids that he had.
Mm.
You know.
And and just think how some of the guys feel that actually wanted to be a father. They feel just like that 15-year-old young lady who's about 30
Hmm.
something now. How she felt.
Yeah, yeah.
See,
That's
uh,
sad.
y'all see, they were trying to figure out how the hell they gonna tie this back into the first thing we were talking about politics. They're trying to figure out how we're gonna tie it back in, right?
It always work. It
Yeah,
always work.
yeah, because it's laws that allows the judges police officer, investigator, politician, all these other people to do stuff. See, if they would have had a law in place now, if they would have had a law in place, had Amber Alert back then. Did they have an Amber Alert back in 1990 something?
I don't think so. Amber Alert is fairly new.
Yeah. And if a baby get kidnapped out the hospital, if they would have stopped trying to accuse the mother and father of selling the baby.
1996 is when Amber Alert came out.
Okay. I think they did put one out, but they still were harassing that young mother and that father. See what I'm saying? Instead of putting all the effort in trying to find that child. Now the child is, I ain't gonna say she's torn. Now I guarantee that child gonna have to go through some kind of you think she'll need some kind of talk to a psychiatrist or something?
Yep. Yep. I think so.
Yeah, because don't you think if hold up, I'll be back. I'll be back. I feel I sent you. I'm trying to get the name.
The name for what? You see how fast he be taking off on me? Y'all, he is so funny. Yeah, you right, Ed, about that DV. You are very, very right. I heard a story last night that blew my mind. It's out of I can't even say this. It's a part of Georgia where this lady was dating this guy, and he told her that pretty much it was over, and he was like, by the time I get home I want you to be gone. And so he noticed that she was throwing stuff up to cover his cameras. So when he came home, he went straight upstairs to his room and noticed that, expensive items that he owned was gone. So he went toward her bag and asked her to give him his stuff back. And so she pulled out a weapon and dislodged two in him. And then, he was still trying to move her out the way. She went to his car and she said what she was going to, end his life, because thank God he had, surveillance camera inside his house. She said, I'm going to end your life. She went out to his truck because she knew where his other weapon was. And she came in and I think she dislodged that on him too.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking to Ed about the DV. He said DV is at an all-time high.
Oh.
Golly, look at
you. You could text him and say, I don't care what I look like. I like speaking the truth. I like speaking with my mind. If you don't like it, oh well. Go vote who you want to vote for, but guess what? You better pay attention to what they're trying to put in. Because guess what? You vote for the person you put in, and guess what? Guess they're gonna have to follow the laws too. They gotta follow the law that's in place, federal and state. So it don't matter who up in that White House. He ain't nothing but a doggone figurehead. He can decide exactly what he wants to, but guess who's got to run this company, the House and the Senate.
Oh my God, you a fool!
Look, and I'm right about that.
But let me finish telling Ed. Let me finish telling Ed. So Ed, long story short, it's basically like what D Troop was saying. The lady is out walking free basically, and she tried to take this man's life. But like he said, because of all the corruption and stuff that's going on with the government and then the policies and all this stuff, people's cases are being tied up. And it goes back to what D Truth said, where the kids are being mistreated, and because of lack of resources and stuff. This little girl got taken from her mama, you know, and years later, the girl messed up, right, D Truth?
Yeah. Ed just said it best. Big companies run this. You know what I'm saying? And I look like this right here. If you don't look at the laws that they're putting in place, right? See, together, me and you can't run for office. You know why?
We'd be kicked out.
Yeah. We probably wouldn't even make it to the swearing in. You know that, don't
Your butt ain't gonna make it. You the one they gonna be worried about the most, cause you extra vocal.
you? Yep.
They're gonna
And
be
I don't
like,
fall for the BS. I don't fall for the
no,
BS.
and then the rabbit holes.
But it's like this. Bottom line to it is that when y'all go vote this year, don't just vote for the candidates. Don't just vote for the candidates. Go research the candidates, right? And
D2 want you to be a Democrat, y'all.
no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, or Independent. I don't give a damn. I really don't care.
Y'all see how
Don't
me and
just
my
go
brother
look
be
at it.
arguing?
Just don't go look at. I don't say this plenty of times. I don't say this plenty of times. Don't just go look at the candidate. Look at the words down at the bottom. See what they try to put in the law.
Right, that's true.
Look, what is most important? The people you put in office or that?
The people you putting in office?
Not really.
Well, if you put people in office that don't have the same values that you do, then they could come and change some of the laws that's already on the books to fit their agenda. So you got to know exactly what they stand for. You know, like I was telling everybody out here in California, the small number of people are speaking for every Californian person, and all these laws and things that they're passing, we are not being told, we are not in agreement. And once it's passed, we like, wait, what the hell? No, we didn't agree to that. But this guy is so. We got a governor that needs some pills. That's my opinion.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying. Yeah, politician will tell you every good thing. I don't care what affiliation they with, right? Right. And what we're not doing, we're not holding them accountable.
True.
See, know why we're not holding them accountable. And then all of a sudden, it comes with a new law. Oh, why this new law out? Oh, you didn't read that, huh? You know what I'm saying? So you can look at. You might know this guy for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He's a good guy. You know he's a good guy. But so to get in there, the lobby start greasing that palm. Guess what?
Yep. They forget about us.
There you go. Because it don't matter who you put in there. Just worry about what's going on with the law and try to better yourself. Try to get your own stuff going. You know what I'm saying? Get your own business going. Because guess what? I guarantee. How many of them big businesses got the PPP loan?
How many what?
Big business got that PPP loan.
You want to know something? I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna shock y'all. The churches were the biggest people to get PPP loans. The churches, when the Bud Light was going on, all these mega churches like what's his name?
Oh yeah, I know.
Big churches. Oh yeah, big churches were getting PPP loans, and there was nobody there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. See. That's why I don't call it a church, right? I call it a building. You know what I'm saying? I call it a building now. And the churches ain't the only one, right? But who did they come after?
I'm highlighting them because they crooks.
But think about this though. They go after them. They go after them, but guess who they went after?
Oh, politicians?
They went after people like us that had that small business stuff going, and then usually what they're supposed to do to that fake stuff. You know what I'm saying? So what's the difference from me or you or anybody else not having no business and no employees to pay at the churches.
Yeah.
Ain't no difference, is it? Cause how
No,
many
it's
times do
not
people
different.
go? How many times do people go to the say the house of worship? Right, about twice a
Fake.
week, 3 times a week.
It depends. It depends
But
what's going on.
they ain't there 24/7.
No, the staff probably is there more time than the actual congregation, but then you got to think about
What
the
staff?
multiple programs.
What
The
staff?
churches have staff.
What staff? What
They
what
got
is
the
staffing?
secretary. They got the
The secretary.
secretary.
What is,
They
look,
the
I worked in the
finance.
church.
The person that run finances.
You know when I asked that question is, I worked in the church. They ain't there all the time.
Well, I
You
don't
know,
know what
like
church you been at.
look, they ain't like a business. You
I
see what
don't
I'm
know what
saying?
church you been at. They got a lot of churches out here that be open 24 hours.
24 hours. What you
Mm-hmm.
need to be on 24 hours for?
Because some people may have issues. Somebody may lose a loved one in the middle of the night, and the church is open to come in to pray.
Shoot, I could, nah. That's just a scheme. You know what I'm saying? To get government funding, which
No,
which
it's
is
not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Not every person is corrupt. You can't put every pastor in the same boat, but you do have those pastors that really do care.
yeah. But if you care, see, I don't understand why you gotta look here. If you care so much, right? Okay. Janitor service comes in, clean the church up, right? Secretary, over 24/7. Okay, goes in there. How in the world the pastor ain't there 24/7?
Yes, some
The
pastors
social
are.
the social pastors ain't there 24/7. Unless
But
they
D
look.
True, you're speaking for only the churches that you're familiar. There are multiple churches that are indeed open. Some churches are open even overnight for some of the homeless people, and the church staff, some of them that do work, will take a shift and be there to watch people when they're not working. Some people that don't have jobs. I mean, it's so many different types of churches out here. I don't know what about where you are, but we have churches that are open overnight. You know what I'm saying? After church service, they'll open up the bottom of the church, and they'll be down there with the people that's sleeping overnight. And some of the people will be like the prayer team will be praying for the folks that's in there, praying for their
I don't even call that
situations and
church.
stuff.
I call
That
that
is
a
a
shit.
church.
Yeah, I know. I call it. They call them. I call that kind of like a shelter. Might as well say shelter, because some churches run shelters. I understand that.
Oh
You see
my
what I'm saying?
God. Oh Jesus, y'all.
I understand. I talk about the
Y'all,
church.
y'all,
I talk about the
y'all
church.
put up
Period.
praying hands for me. Put up praying hands for me
I
because
talk
this
about the
man
church.
just don't
Period.
want to listen.
I talk about the
You
church.
don't
Period.
listen. They still
Look,
hold church
you know
services
what I
even
consider.
now.
You know what I consider church. You know what I consider church, right? Pastor there preaching, right? Choir singing,
That's not
prayer going
church.
on,
That's
and
entertainment.
all that other stuff going on,
That's
right?
entertainment. That's
I know that.
entertainment.
I know that entertainment. But
Real
guess
church,
what?
real church is when you have somebody there that's praying for you and you're praying for other people. People think that church has to be the pastor up there and the Bible said, and then that's not church. That's entertainment.
But I do. I got you right here. One, that just you know why I look at some of these churches. What they doing is, oh, I'm doing this so much for the community, but yet at the same time they're probably scamming the government and scamming the other people too. Why
That
should I
is, you
donate
know
to?
what?
But hold
You
on, hold
can't
on,
keep
hold on.
blaming everybody for a
But
bad
hold on, but
experience
hold
that
on, hold
you
on. If
had.
this happens to hey, hold on. This is what I'm gonna get to right here. Why I gotta pay tithes? Why I gotta pay tithes? I'm still living the same way I'll be living.
Okay. You want me to answer that?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you don't have to do anything. You really don't. That's up
Mm-hmm.
to you and that's up to God. If you don't want, your tithe could be like, say for instance, you know how to cook. You can cook for the church and feed the homeless. Let's say that you know how to do other things. You can use those other things, but the man in the church is the one that changed the rule to make people believe that it's only a financial thing when it's not. Like my pastor, we get out there every Thursday when I'm out there. Well, I'm not out there anymore, but every Thursday and every Tuesday, we would cook and go out and we would feed the homeless. We would feed them out of our own pocket. We didn't ask nobody for nothing. That was our service. That was our 10%. That was our tithe. That was our offering. So when it comes to that, a lot of pastors don't like me because I call them on their baloney.
Yeah. And the thing what I see though is I don't need a church building. I don't need that
And that's
that
true.
that. I'm gonna tell you why I said that. I'm tell you why I said that. I'm tell you why I said that. Why do you need to be part of something like a church building to go feed the homeless?
Well, you know what? That's between you and God. If that's what you want to do, you want to be a part of a church. If that church goes out and feed the homeless because that's something that's your passion in your heart, and I don't have the means or the connections to go out there, I'm not going to go out there as a single woman and go try to feed a bunch of hungry men or women. I may get attacked, but if I go with a group from the church and they need prayer, then okay, let's feed them and pray for them and keep it moving. Let me tell you something that happened to me. I spent all day cooking and I made sure I made those plates the way I would want to eat. And so one of the guys came down out of the shelter. He was like, I want a plate. And he said, what a steak at? And he threw the plate of food that I made. I started crying. And everybody was looking at me like, why are you crying? I said, because that was disrespectful. Oh, he homeless. I said, that don't give him an excuse to be disrespectful. That plate could have gone to that lady right there that was standing in line waiting for a plate. So you
Yeah.
do have, that hurt my heart. So just think if I was by myself and I started crying, he probably would have called me all kinds of names because I was vulnerable at that moment, but I had people with me. So if he wanted to try to do something, I had that protection.
But what I was saying was people can do that. Like we could get together, you know what I'm saying, and go do it without the church. You see what I'm saying? The church don't have
True.
see. That's why I say that's why how I look at churches. It's kind of like it's a business. In other words, they supposed to say it's separate. It says separate church and state, right?
But
That's what it
not all
says, right?
churches are bad, though. That's what I'm saying.
But thing is, not all of them not bad, but some of them are. See, majority of them are. You see what I'm saying? It's just like
And those are
all
the ones
cops
you
are
get away
bad.
from. Get away from
Yeah.
them churches. Why sit there? Because mom and them went there. If Reverend
No, you
Johnson
still
is
ain't,
a
hey, you still ain't
pervert,
got what I'm
I'm getting
saying.
away from Reverend Johnson.
But you still got caught what I was saying though. We don't know if all church is bad, all church is good. You know what I'm saying? All of them got it good, all got a good part. But guess what? I don't have to go to the church building. The church is in myself. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I was getting at.
Okay. So we
The
better
church
go
is in
ahead and end
myself.
this because Armando got some breaking news and my ass is nosy.
Yeah, but I guess everybody just trying to figure out what the hell they got to do with that with the first story. What?
It's
What?
all survival.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what it got to do with the story. Get where she had the nerve to go. The one that
Where?
kidnapped that. She had the nerve to go to church. Take the girl to church. Knowing she had committed the sin. Knowing she had kidnapped that 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 girl for that child, that young lady from that mother, that young mother.
What should do?
She if you look at I seen the scene, she said her mother, the one that's in jail now, said she said she always carried her to church.
Okay.
And and like I said, it's a whole lot of devils in that building, ain't it?
You sure ain't lying. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Look, the only time that church is purified is when nobody's in it.
Just Jay is tripping. Just Jay said, Pastor Pork Chop, you want to talk about your Lord and my Savior? My office hours from sheep 9 to 5.
Lord help us.
Yeah, but
Help us, help us.
like I said, that came right. Look, that still came right back to the first one we talked about, didn't
Mm-hmm. So she gonna go to church for to do what?
it? I guess she was asking for forgiveness, but still, then she waited. It took 18 years for the biological mother and father to know that that child was still alive.
Girl, honey, she ain't gotta go to the church to ask for forgiveness. Hey, hey, okay. She gave us an
That
update. We
12.
better go ahead, huh?
That 12 o'clock. That 12 o'clock my time. But it's like this right here. Pay attention to the law they try to put in place. Take Pay close attention to your children,
Right,
and make sure if you got a young girl that is afraid about to have a child at 15, 16, or 17, make sure you in the room with her, and
yep,
make sure the nurse that come in or doctor that come in, you have seen them before, and they are on staff,
right,
right? And make sure
right,
you pay attention to the doggone laws and research the candidates that running.
right.
Any part of words for you.
No, I don't really have any parting words, but I just want to say, D Truth is right about keeping your eyes on your kids. Personally, I don't believe in sleepovers for kids because you don't know who's in the house. You know what I'm saying? And I just pray that that girl could find peace somewhere. The mother don't have to go to church to ask for forgiveness. That's what everybody keep thinking. They got to run to the church. Like you said, you could do it from if you're sincere enough, you could do it right where you're standing at. So, everybody, please take care of yourself. Be vigilant. Keep watching your surroundings. Um, we family, and we want to make sure that everybody's safe.
Yep. And keep your eyes out. Yeah, you're right. And keep your eyes out the phone, even if you're walking or you're driving.
Thank you.
That's a PSA. And my part, you already know my end of the line don't you?
Yep.
Respect yourself. Because you love and respect yourself, you see through all the BS. And love yourself. Because who gonna love you more? Who gonna love you more than you?
Right. Right.
For together and the truth. This has been 106 in chat. Give me a minute. I'm trying to find our outro. Oh, I found it. And hopefully we will get back to the survival. This just was a good topic. Ain't no,
Right.
hey, I'll go carry it on to survival. But she said, keep going. We kept going. And guess what? Like, share, and subscribe to, like and share this video. And tell
Right.
everybody else that One Sister Chat is the best top show on YouTube for a good, deep discussion about life. Love yourself, love your kids. Hey, and for those the domestic violence victims, you no matter how much you tell them, let them make the decision by themselves, and just be there for them. Be there
Right.
for them, and hey, and let have a good life. Peace and love. We are Out.
Motherfuckers is ready or what? Is our motherfuckers ready or what? I don't think you are.
What was that?
I don't know.
That wasn't ours. Hold on. That wasn't ours. That wasn't our outro. No. There it is.